Hello everyone, in today's video we'll understand that this keyword in JavaScript. The value of this keyword is not fixed when you write the code. But the value of this keyword decides later after the moment you call the functions. And there are 4 simple rules that decides this keyword's value. Now let's understand these 4 rules one by one. The first rule is called implicit binding. This rule happens when you call a function using an object and a dot. In that case, this means that object. Look at this example. Here we are writing user.greet. Inside greet, this means the user object itself. That's why this .name is giving us Lawrence. But there's a bug here. The bug is called detachment bug. Watch. What happens if you store the same function inside a new variable? We are writing a const fn, then we are storing the user.greet inside the fn, then we are calling the fn. There is no object, there is no dot anymore here. So this becomes undefined. It happens because JavaScript no longer knows which object this should point to. The second rule is called explicit binding. This means you choose what this should be. The first way to do this is .call. Look at this function. It takes a greeting and prints with a name. We are writing greet.call inside the call user, then hi. The first thing inside call is the object that we are wanting this to be. Any argument after that goes normally in the function. Calls run the function right away. Then it returns hi Lawrence. The second way is to set this manually is .apply. Apply works almost exactly like call. We write greet.apply, inside the apply, then user, then comma, then an array, and inside the array we write hi. The only difference is how we pass the arguments. With apply, we put all the arguments inside one array. Apply also runs the function right away. The result is the same, hi Lawrence. The third way is to set this manually is .bind. Bind is different from call and apply. Bind does not run the function right away. Instead, bind gives us back a brand new function. In that new function, this is locked to the user forever. We write const bound equal to greet.bind. Inside the bind, we pass user. Later, we can call the bound with hi whenever we want. It always uses user as this. This is very useful when you pass a method somewhere else. The third rule is called new binding. When you call a function with new keyword, JavaScript does several things for you automatically. First, JavaScript creates a brand new empty object. Second, JavaScript sets this to point that new object. Third, JavaScript runs the function. Fourth, JavaScript gives the object back to you, even if you do not write return. Look at this example. We write new user, Lawrence. JavaScript creates an empty object. Then it sets this .name to Lawrence inside that object. Then it hands us back the finished object. The fourth rule is about arrow function, and this one is exception. Arrow functions do not have their own this. Instead, an arrow function borrows this from the code around it. Look at the left example. Here the arrow function is written inside a normal method. So the arrow function borrows this from greet. That works correctly and gives us Lawrence. Now look at the right example. Here, the arrow function is written directly inside an object, with no method around it. There is no surrounding function to borrow this from. This comes from outside the object, which is undefined. So, this is it for today. See you in the next one.